wanted to do a short video about why it's important to save the master file that you have created text in for embroidery. I'm going to begin with the Wilcom software, and the format in Wilcom is EMB, but my Melco Design Shop does not read EMB. So I'm going to be creating the text in Wilcom, converting it to EXP so that Wilcom can read it, or forgive me, so that Melco will read it, and then I can send it to my Melco machine. So rather than type out this entire poem that I found on Wikipedia, here we are. It tells the history about Mary Had a Little Lamb. That was fun to read. But I found the text and copied and pasted it into Notepad because I know that some of these symbols my software is not going to have a embroidery for. And I wanted to kind of change things just slightly. So by opening it into Notepad, I was able to set the text just like I want it. I'll hit on my keyboard Control-Alt to select everything. Control Copy. Now I can close this down. Gone straight into the Wilcom software. Select my lettering text. Place the cursor in the text box, and we'll do Control V to set the text. It was just that easy. Create and touch the screen where you want to place this. Touching 1 on my keyboard shows me what size these letters are going to be, and it defaults right now to block 2, but I'm going to change that. I want to find something that's a little prettier. But touching the 0 key shows me the exact size that the embroidery is going to be. Now I do want this in the center of my screen, so I'll go to position X and Y and change these components to 0. Now this will center, and again I'll go ahead and touch 0 so that I know that I have everything. Now, as I mentioned, my Melco software won't read an EMB file, but I need to keep the EMB file because this is where I'll be able to make changes easily. Let's look at it in Carla. So that's set it in a script. That's a little hard to read. There was a pretty one I found. Seagull has been fun. Again, we're in Wilcom. This is one that's nice and legible. If I go ahead and touch 1 on my keyboard again, I can see how the letters are going to lay out. So I need to change the format from EMB, which is going to be my master file, which I'll save as. We're going to call it Mary Lamb, and I'm saving it as an EMB as my master file, and I'm going to replace what was there, so we're good there. Now to get Melco to read it, or probably any other software, you're going to need to convert it. So we'll go File, Export, and I've been using EXP because I find I have better results. I tried DST. A lot of people say they prefer that, but I find that I'm losing density in odd places. So EXP seems more consistent for me. And I'll go ahead and save, and do you want to replace? Yes, because I've been playing around this evening. Okay, now I'll open up Design Shop, and I'm going to open the EXP file, I'll show you, it will not read the EMB. This version is not supported. So, but the EXP will be. So we'll open this up. Now when it comes into Melco, it's an expanded file, which means I'm kind of limited as to what I can do. And look, it didn't even bring in Mary as a whole word. It really busted it up. Oh, I see. That's in that top one. Those are all caps. So I hadn't copied this over when I was playing before. This was the first one that I played with, Mary. But it's picking up this where the needle is going to walk to get to the new line. It's grabbing that at the same time. I can't change a lot of things about it, but I can go to scale. Can I change my column width? We'll try. Let's change it to perhaps 300 so we could really see it if it made a change. Well, it did. It did that. I'm hitting Control Z to back up. Okay. But as far as if I'm over here now in Melco and I want to try to change this to, see, it's expanded. If I was trying to go in and change the lettering, I couldn't do it. It's not there for me. Looks like I could change the color if I wanted to. And it's already got a trim there, so if I did happen to want to change the color, that's possible, but not necessary because there's already trim there. Okay. So in order to make changes, or if I decide that I want some of these words moved up to the line above, can I do that? Let's say if I want to move this B, I can do that, but it'd be tedious to do each one. But if I go back to my native file, I can make as many changes as I would like. I'm going to start with Control. I can change the underlay, of course, the pull comp. So if you find that that it's not stitching is quite as wide as you would like, now this is going to go too much. That's overkill. I think I found when I was playing that 0.15 in the column width of Wilcom made it fairly nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I can't really do that so much from Melco. I have more control if I go back to the native format. And then each time I make a change to the master file, I need to convert it to the EXP to take it into another program so that that then can be sent to your embroidery machine. Have fun!